There will be a moment where we learn new things because, it is even of your plan that we gain knowledge. So we ask, oh God, that we will gain knowledge that we can apply in our daily work and to be relevant to us in the name of Jesus. We ask that, Lord, you bring more people, Lord, to those events, remind them in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all again for being here this evening. So just like the team says, so this the level series for this month, the topic we're going to be discussing today, we've tagged it Working Smart with AI, right? How to use prompts to save time and create more. Trust me, right? It's not going anywhere, right? It has come to stay. And we need to align and be up to speed on how we can leverage AI, right? So in case you're thinking that AI, there's this myth that is very popular, right? Or people are saying that, oh, AI replaces jobs. That's a lie. AI can't replace your job, but rather it can enhance your job. It can enhance your productivity. So we're going to be learning, a lot about it today. So AI is changing how we work, not just, about using tools, but also knowing how to talk to them. Okay, and, this session, our facilitator, please give it up for Boluwarin Buraimoh. Yes, he's the one that is going to be taking us today's session, and it's come prepared. Trust me, Bolu has come prepared to show us how to get better results from ChatGPT and other AI tools, practical ways to use AI for content creation or for planning your work or for personal projects, right? And also how to engineer prompts that can give you what you want. One thing I've learned is that the prompt, when you use the right prompts, you're training the AI to be able to say, so like your personal assistant. I understand, because the way your AI responds to you will be different from the way that same ChatGPT will respond to someone else. You get, because of the way you have trained it. So anyway, so whether you're a newbie or you're already playing with AI, well, this session is for all of us, and I want us to pay attention. Please, you can invite more people. Share it is something that is relevant, right? Something we can use our workplace, our business, whatever thing that we're doing. AI has come to stay, and we are here to learn more about it. So without further ado, I would like to yield the floor to our facilitator, Bolu.
Hi everyone, how are we doing today? Good evening, good evening. How are we all doing? Thank you so much, Ms. Buki, for that amazing introduction. Without much ado, my name is Boluwarin. I have had some of the longest time as a growth and marketing expert. So when we're talking about growth, we're talking about infrastructures into your business that makes it stand the test of time. That's basically what I do. And marketing, digital marketing, I like to say I do digital marketing the best way, not as 2 minutes, which is quite hysterical if you ask me. But my goal in today's teaching series is to bring us to an understanding of how all the knowledge is the knowledge you need. Okay, so as I was saying, there is so much information at our fingertips, and it is my passion to see more of us Nigerians, not Nigerians, Christians, who are tapping into this knowledge and this help that we need. Most times, what we need is easily accessible, it's free most of the time if you have the right relationships around you, and it's to be forced. And that's why AI came when people were getting certified this knowledge to their own lives. So you had someone maybe who had gone up the ranks, and all the person knows how to do is pen and paper, write, do this. And someone is telling him, we're in digital age, there's form, you can be filling out a Google form, you can, hello, can you still see my screen, please?
Yes, you're still on the first page. I hope that's where you had to. Or have you moved?
Great. Just double checking. Okay. So the point I was getting to is, at that point, that transition where at every level, worker discovered that now I need to validate the data I have. People are filling forms. What does this form mean? data analysis, we're hearing a lot of data engineering, data science. Then comes ChatGPT. And at that point of ChatGPT, you see a lot of people playing around for what's not so necessary and trying out, oh, ChatGPT, what happened to me when I was 5 years old? What does my Facebook page say about me? What are people thinking about me? But that wasn't the aim of ChatGPT or AI at all. So I will start by saying one thing: be purposeful about how you use AI. Even now, AI has your data in terms of what you search in your ChatGPT or Claude AI or Gemini. It tells me a lot about your person. So be how about now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Is it better now?
Yes, it's better. It's better.
Okay, so I think this is the proverbial the two shall become one. So I'm unmuted on my wife's phone, so I think it will be better here going forward. All right,
Okay.
but please let me know where you lost me.
Okay, so I think you were speaking about how we use AI, the data.
Great. So AI has its own data for every prompt, just like Google has its own data. There's a tool known as Google Trend, where week in, week out, day in, day out, Google is taking the data of all what we're searching. And I dare say for the past 7 days, for all categories, one key thing that has been up the scoreboard on Google Trends is football scores, football match. Miss Bookie, please, could you mute, please? Yes. So football.
Babolu, it's like network is not on your side today. Maybe you should put up your video.
Football scores, and that tells us the implication of data to. Okay, let me do that. Let me do that. All right. So how about now?
Okay, much better. Hopefully it stays this way.
It stays this way. Okay. Okay. So what I was saying is data tells us what's going on with us as a nation, down to us as business entities, down to each home, down to each individual. So when we go to ChatGPT, like to challenge us to be intentional. Any of these AI tools, be intentional. So that was the first thing. Then the second thing is don't buy or pay for prompts. You don't have to buy or pay for prompts. So way of me after, so you can go listen to it, listen. Even for prompt engineers, prompt engineering, you have to be singular in your AI machine, which is ChatGPT, Claude AI, or Gemini, which is by Google. Now, I see there's a challenge we have most times in being able to tell what is AI and what is a prompt. What's the difference between artificial intelligence and what is a prompt? Artificial intelligence is the tool that you use. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude AI. Those are the tools that I recommend you begin to learn. And when you interact with these tools, they are like your junior brother, they are like your students. Yes, let me say that in a way we understand. You are the teacher, they are the students. You are the CEO, they are like your staff. They help you to get specific things done. It's different from who is going to smile at me today, who likes me, what does my husband do with his schedule most days. Those are not necessary prompts in an AI machine. You think purposefully about your work, about your family, about your future plans, and you see how you can make a partnership with AI. Now, AI tool is different from a prompt. A prompt is the instruction you give to the AI tool. Again, a prompt is the instruction you give to the AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Claude AI, whether it's Gemini. You are telling them what you want. You are intentional. Hi, ChatGPT. My schedule has been uploaded to you. What free time in between today do I have to read a book or listen to a music? Like I said, the ChatGPT should have your data, so you can upload this data in form of a spreadsheet. You can upload this data in form of a Google Doc. You can upload this data in form of a PDF. Then you give it instruction. The instruction is the prompt. The instruction is the prompt. Like we were in school and they will give us assignments or they will give us classwork where they will say, if Tunde has 5 friends, 1 in Lekki, 1 in Aja, 1 in Ikeja, 1 in Ojota, and 1 in Ikorodu, who is closest to Tunde? So that is a specific question with specific prompts, with a specific intention. I would like us to take note of that so that when you are constructing your prompt, you are intentional about what you want it to give back to you. You feed it everything. It can't pick things. Might not, for the free version, it might not pick things from the cloud just like that. You might need to feed it. Export your financial data, for example, put it into ChatGPT. Export your resume, put it into ChatGPT and ask, what are my prospects in this field I'm working in? Your financials as a business owner, what are my prospects of more loss or profit if I take this business risk? Do a business assessment. Do a business assessment. First feed it the data and then ask your question. Please, I want to find out, can we still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Great,
Yes,
great.
We can hear you.
Great. Perfect, perfect. So on this slide, I talk about your business and side hustle, what you should be using ChatGPT for. But before I get to that, the art of the perfect prompt, your command center. So ChatGPT is like your maid, is your junior, is your staff, is your friend, everything but you. Any AI tool is a lot of things. Your junior staff, your friend, your maid, but it's not you. It's not in your mind. And that's why you have to be careful with the prompts you give GPT. You need to be careful because there are things that have ripple effects. Something in ChatGPT, we talk about iteration, or in AI prompt engineering, where we say you go back to when you don't get a result. Please, so when you don't have the prompt, when you don't have what you are looking for, most times you then need to address the prompt again. You address the prompt again. ChatGPT, you are not giving me what I want. This is what I asked for. So I've come up with a 5-word acronym, 5-letter acronym that we can use, and that's craft. Context. What is the situation? What am I trying to do right now? So you can't just say, create a business plan for me. That would be too vague. What's the present situation? That is how you craft your prompts. Why are you asking? So the context is very important. If you are submitting a business plan for Tony Elumelu Foundation, the way you will craft that business plan is different from someone who is submitting to maybe a microfin bank. So Tony Elumelu Foundation already has data online that of grants that went through, what they did. And so the AI tool is aware of those nuances, nuances, nuances. The AI tool is aware that this is what needs to be done. This is how they like it. Then you don't just stop at Tony Elumelu Foundation. You say, I'm a fish farmer in Ikorodu. So you begin to put more details. So that's why if you use the idea of craft and the different things in this acronym, it will help you prompt better. The second thing is your role. Who are you? Remember I said fish farmer? I could also be a marketer. I could be a social media marketer. All those things, your role, what do you do? What does ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude AI have as data of what you do in their database? That's why I say don't search for things loosely. They are gathering data with every prompt, everything you are doing, they are knowing more about you. I digress a bit to talk about generative AI marketing. So there's generative engine optimization. Generative engine optimization is talking about how SEO is gone. SEO in terms of search engine optimization, where you search Google, where someone searched on Google and you get something right, your first page is optimized. That's slowly going. What's coming now is GE, generative engine optimization, which is talking about all the data you have fed the internet on LinkedIn, what you've done on all different sites. The data has been picked up because it's on the cloud. Most things are stored in the cloud database. So it's picking up on those things. For example, I do a search about myself, my name, and there is an AI mode where I can see Google already has the data about who I am, who I say I am. So your role is very important to getting the right answer. If someone plays around a lot, feeds in about boyfriend, feeds in about relationship, feeds in about things that are not necessary, the outcome will be less effective to the prompts, to the AI tool. Action. So actions such as write, create, generate, those are the words you use if you need a document. It can generate a spreadsheet for you. It can generate a PDF for you. It can generate a doc for you. It can generate a Word with tables, a document with docs in it. It can generate pictures. It can generate videos. So be specific. The action you want, the format you want it, even if it's an email newsletter, what's the format? Then the tone of voice. Do you want it to be professional? You know, in school, they taught us professional, formal, semi-formal, and what was the last one? Informal. So you have to be aware of the audience you are sending to. It's very important. The audience you are sending your document to, or who you are preparing your document for, is very important. You can even ask for pidgin. All right. I hope someone is gaining something in today's class. Are we learning?
I'm getting something.
Great. Thank you so much. Now, I will move on to what you can use it for. What can you use AI for? There are so many things you can use it for. And that's why everyone needs to be intentional. There are so many things for career and professional growth. Now, when you are starting out, there are some of us, we are still job hunting. We are between jobs. There are things we say we want to do. We want to transition. There's so much going on with us in life. For CV, before you send your CV, it's important you take advantage of tools like Gemini, tools like ChatGPT, and tools like Claude AI. They will help a lot. Your CV, so you will say, these, I've already put the prompt there, you know. Hello, can you still see my screen?
You can
Yes,
see your
Hello.
screen, sir.
that's it.
Okay, perfect.
But you have not
Perfect.
finished
So,
explaining the acronym, sir.
yes, I did that without mentioning everything. I spoke about
Yes,
content.
yes, and FT. That was me.
Okay, I've mentioned it. I just didn't mention them with their heading. So in
Okay.
action, I mentioned that you should use words like create, generate. That was what I
Action.
said for the action, for what you need it to do. Then for the format, if you need it as a PDF, if you need it as an Excel spreadsheet, as a video, the format you want it out as. And then for the tone, that was when I mentioned formal, informal, semi-formal. So that's the tone. The tone determines the words you use in crafting your prompts. Do you understand now, sir?
I get you now, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
I get you, sir. I get you. I'm okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. So, like I mentioned, for your career and professional growth, CVs, very important. CV, if you are changing jobs, if you are job hunting, your CV enhancement, if you already have a previous CV, you feed it into ChatGPT and say, as maybe before a financial analyst, maybe before a digital marketer, maybe before just email marketer or social media marketer, as a social media marketer and what my resume says, I am transitioning into a new role as a business analyst, product manager. Create a standard resume for me. I'm applying for this role. I'm applying for the role of a product manager at so and so. Rewrite my CV, enhance my CV, transform my CV. So when you use words like that, then for CV, one word you should use most times are words like, I forget right now. I'll remember. There's a word that CVs abide by. Standard organization use that format for CVs. So if you ask ChatGPT to use that format, your CV will come out.
Is it ATS?
Nice. ATS. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. ATS format. So ATS format standard. Thank you, our human resource person in the house. So once you use ATS friendly, ATS would reformat your entire CV to come out looking good. Interview preparation, a list of potential questions. Again, for this, your CV is the data you feed your AI tool, your CV, because when you do your CV well and you read the CV and you know that this is what I'm capable of, when you feed it into the AI tool, your CV will know what your limits are. What can this person do? What can this person not do? So interview preparation, when you are preparing for interview and the prompt now gives you a list of questions, you will know that, am I strong enough for this? Would I be able to answer? Am I fit for this job? Then professional emails. Professional emails, it's very important you take advantage for structuring your email and not just as BC. You are not structuring just to do email blasts. No, understand the intention for each emails. For example, in marketing, we talk about email sequences. So before an event, I should stage about minimum, maybe 10 emails that go out before an event. So if I'm using my prompt engineering tool to develop my emails, I should be aware of what's also happening in my organization. I will not just pick up 10 random emails and just send. No, I will say, okay, on social media, what are we posting? Okay, what if other things are happening back end? Okay, this our audience. What do they like? What do they need? Before you prompt the AI tool, so that it's not now giving you an email for an event that has passed, or an email when there's something more important in your organization you should be talking about. So professional emails, very importantly. So I go to another place you could be leveraging your AI tools for business and side hustle. I know a lot of us side hustle, a lot of things we are doing. Now, your business proposal, look at the way this prompt in business proposal is structured. As a business development consultant for a Nigerian SME, I want a fish farming business in Ekpe, Lagos. A business plan. Too much. All the data of all Nigerian SME, it has it. All fish farming business data in Ekpe, Lagos, it has it. Then you're now asking for an executive summary. In fact, the way we give you that executive summary, you will know that Jesus is Lord, because it will structure it in a way that the receiver, when the recipient sees it and he knows he's a brilliant mind, he's a business development person that developed this. It's different from if I am a customer care representative, for example, and I say, as a customer care representative for a Nigerian SME, I want to start a fish farming business in Ekpe, Nigeria, Lagos. Write a detailed executive summary for a business plan. It will write it in such a way that I will just be doing customer service, marketing. I'll just be calling people, put banner here, so it will be looking to prepare the prompts at that level of knowledge of a customer service representative, different from a business development consultant, different from an chief executive officer, different from a founder, Someone who has been in that position understand what happens on those sensitive tables. So customer service templates, this is now what someone in that field will need. So it says create 3 different friendly customer service reply templates for common questions about my handmade Ashoke bag business. So this one, it already knows maybe this person will be running ads on Facebook, Instagram. So once he sends the ad out on Facebook, Instagram, once someone sends in a message, this is a template response. Just send the person these are price, or just send the person WhatsApp us, just send the person call us, or send the person sample images. So that is template generation. It can also generate templates for your email marketing. It can generate templates for your even WhatsApp marketing. It can generate templates. So another thing is your marketing content. So marketing now goes just beyond digital marketing, because there's something known as Omni 360 marketing. So 360 marketing means you are not just doing digital, you are combining digital and traditional marketing. So when you are creating any content, if you are creating content for online audience, it's different from if you are creating content for traditional TV, radio content. Is now different from if you are writing an article content, is different. So there are different marketing content. That's why context, like we said in our craft, context, your situation, you have to be specific on what you want. So look at this prompt. I run a small restaurant in Port Harcourt. Brainstorm 5 witty and funny slogans for a radio jingle using Nigerian slang. You can even go further. I run then you state it, a small, maybe small asun or small bar restaurant in Port Harcourt. I'm just saying, use opportunities to be more specific in your prompts. Don't be generic all the time. All right, and I put recommended tools you can use. The reason why Gemini will work well for this is Gemini is Google's AI, and Google already has most data of Google My Business pages, so it can lift off some already existing slang, some already existing information, and template it for you. All right, now I move very quickly to another use case for family and everyday life. So someone would think prompt, no, you can't even try that. You should not think about it. You should not think of using ChatGPT prompts for everyday life. For someone who is a high performer, someone you have your hands on a lot of things, thinking about even meal, thinking about the kids' assignments, thinking about how to create fun activities. Those things can be quite a lot. So you can take advantage of these tools, Gemini, Claude AI, and ChatGPT. Take advantage of this. Opening with a free account is always welcome. They have limits to what your free accounts can do. But for us here in Nigeria, it can serve. It can serve till when you realize yourself that, okay, I need to start paying for it. For the free service, you can still get a lot. Now, meal planning. You can see for maybe a mom in the house, maybe you have, in fact, the store is always full, barns are always full, but just to sit down and think, okay, is it rice I want to do today? Is it yam I want to do today? Is it spag? Veggie spaghetti. Oh, very spicy indomie. So things like that, they can be overwhelming sometimes. So just putting in the data you have for your home into ChatGPT and taking advantage of it, putting everything and then seeing the outcome and living by that outcome. I know when we're younger, we have a timetable, yam and egg, bread and beans. But now there are more, you have the person that is selective with food, the person that does not want draw soup, the person that does not want beans, the person that does not want rice. So you put all those data, feed all those data, and then see the outcome. So children education, I know for some of us, our kids' assignments are getting more technical, and projects, things like that, you take advantage of these tools. Formal letter. So when it's a bit of civil cases, when communication maybe between you and it might be a body in your environment, in your community, writing a formal letter to address some issues, writing a formal letter to your estate people, writing a formal letter to bodies around us, formal business bodies around us. We should take advantage of these two. We can't always rely on just relationship. We should also be formal in our engagement. And this tool makes it easy, because when it generates a letter like that, you've already told him, this is my expectation, this is what I want, this is what I want them to do for us. Conversational, like I said, the craft, you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overthink it. Simple, simplicity, and then straight to the point. What do you want? Now, these AI tools, they are not genies, like Genie, like Aladdin, but they are helpful. They are not genies, but they help you do 70% of the work. And all that is left for you is just engagement, editing. You still need to do the work of editing. You still need to do the work of learning a bit more. Someone who has not sent an email before, when it generates that letter for you, you still need to learn how to send an email from your official email, how to format it well in your email box before you send it out, right? Then about wrapping up. And what I'll say is the future is now. So I don't want us to think that prompts are just for smart people, like all those guys that wear glasses are. Now only them suppose they do all these technical things. Once. So you need to start today. Open an account with those tools. Start playing around them. Some of these tools, they have left just your laptop browser. Like ChatGPT now, it has app you can download from Play Store. Can download it from Play Store. It has its own software for laptops. You can download it and use on your PC. So for the laptop one, there are limitations if you don't have a high spec laptop. But your phone, your browser, take advantage of it. Okay. Another thing I would say is start small. Starting small is more in the frequency. Not that you use ChatGPT today. Next 2 days, you say, I'm going on AI fast. I'm going on AI fast. No. Small means, okay, what are my basic needs? What are the things I need to pay attention to in my career, in my business, even in health? Do you know the data from your Samsung watch? Do you know if you feed that data into your AI tool, can you imagine the analysis it would do for you? These days, you overwork yourself. These days, you need to take a breather. What's happening between 3 and 4? That your BP goes up, that you lose breath. Health, you can take advantage of it. So work smart. The power is in your hands, or more accurately, in your prompts. It's in your prompts. Take advantage of it. And then I would like to wrap this up, because a lot of us might feel like, I've learned something new today. I've learned how to do this, how to do that. No. So there's the opportunity, and then there's the wahala. The opportunity is that it makes everyone on the same level. Everyone is on the same level. A junior staff can know as much as a boss right now. A junior staff can come up with information that assist a boss better and the organization better. Nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. So that's one opportunity. Another opportunity is it boosts your productivity to get more things done in less time. Yes, now you can do more with less. So if you are someone, you will first have to write things down. Then on the paper, you now give someone to impute it into spreadsheets, then download from the spreadsheet, then give to another person to analyze the data for you. Then the person analyze the data for you. Now you can just download from your form, from your Google form, download the spreadsheet and analyze on the prompts, any of the three I've mentioned, ChatGPT, Claude AI, and Gemini. Democratizing skills without expensive specialists. So you don't need to, you can employ people who are good at this. You rather get a virtual assistant or someone who has robust knowledge about this tool to help out than you gathering 10 people doing redundant work over and over. And someone says, I'm analyzing data A, I'm analyzing data B, I'm analyzing data C. If the tool is strong enough to handle all of that in less time and give accurate results, then take advantage of it. Enhancing the creator economy for artists and writers. Now, it is an argument. Books are not featured on most AI tools. Books are not on AI tools. So you can't get the chapter 1 to 10 of any AI tool. So taking advantage of the information and the application of those information. So you've read a book, ask ChatGPT for the implication of the knowledge from this book to your current situation. The wahala is garbage in, garbage out. Sometimes you get vague responses. That's why I used the word earlier. I said iterates. It means it gives you something wrong, you put back into it. Give me something correct. Okay, ChatGPT, what if you add this information? No, this is wrong. Can you talk to it like you're talking to the person that gets the job done? I know there are people in their prompts, they abuse ChatGPT sometimes, but so something else I'll say is always check facts. Always check facts and verify information. When you are starting out with ChatGPT, you know the tool better than anybody. You know your work. You know your work better than anybody. You know your work better than anybody. It's not somebody that will come and not teach me my work. Yeah, I know my work. So in engaging with this tool, you ask intelligent questions. You have all the parameters. Some of us have 10, 20, 15, 5 years under our belt in a business. Nobody can play you. You understand the industry. So ask your AI model intentionally and brilliantly about those questions, those gaps, those information, those things that you feel this should have been possible by now. Why are we not doing this? So always fact check. So when AI gives you an answer, you can now go on Google, verify the information, and then never share sensitive personal information. I'm saying that's the holy grail of things you must never do in your prompt engineering. Things you must never do. Don't share personal information. So when I mean personal information, let me break it down. We are talking about personal sensitive information like when last you were in the hospital, what you were treated for, sensitive information like incidences that might implicate you. Let me say it that way. Anything you feel might implicate you, any data or information that might implicate you in the court of law. I'm saying this because your AI can be asked for to prove your innocence in a court of law. And this is in advanced countries. It might be under a cyber act. So sensitive information, be careful. AI can't replace human emotion or cultural nuances. So I know nowadays we ask people speak pidgin. AI, ChatGPT is speaking pidgin with us. Someone is solving maths with pidgin. What you then do, what you should not expect is a video or a voice, an AI for voice that is speaking your Bini language like you would with the intonation. So that's where I'm going to that. It can do a lot. It can be close to. Till today, it irks me sometimes when I hear it speak pidgin or speak English, some form of some words, So where I'm going to, this was foundational, but I want to expose our mind. I want us to be more confident in our engagement with these AI tools. They help a lot. They are your buddies. Take advantage of them. Thank you so much. This has been my time with us. I don't know if anyone has any questions, anything you would like to ask, or Ms. Buki, if you could have the floor.
Thank you, Bro Bolu. Thank you for this detailed, demystified, knowledge about how to leverage AI. Hold on now. Hold on. That's what I'm talking. Apologies. Okay, please, do we have questions? Bro Bolu has shared how we can utilize, AI tools like and ChatGPT, Gemini, how to engineer our prompt, what we need to tell ChatGPT and what not to tell GPT or any other AI tools, could be AI or Gemini or even DeepSeek, whatever one that you are using. You must ensure that you don't share sensitive data with AI. And again, from what he mentioned, he said, don't see AI as your rival. Do you get? Don't see AI as your rival, but see them as your assistants, maybe your intern in your office or your staff member that you are assigning some tasks that you might not be able to do on your own, or you wanted to do it faster than you would have been able to do it. So thank you so much, Bobolu, for this wonderful facilitation. So it's really worth learning again and being here. Please, do you have any questions? We'd like to take questions before we bring this to a quick close. Anyone? Okay, so, Bobolu, I have a question. Aside ChatGPT and the ones you can chat with, are there other AI tools that especially because I know that many of us are or most of us, let me just say all of us, most of us are entrepreneurs, right? So are there any AI tools that we can leverage, either for entrepreneurs, right? Especially for entrepreneurs.
Yes, so what I've discovered, hello, can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, very clear, very clear.
So what I would say is, what I've discovered is, at the point of your River Jordan is when you ask God what to do. What do I mean? I mean, for every industry, there is a further breakdown of tasks and necessities that someone needs to learn. For example, I give two practical examples. I'm in marketing, I'm a digital marketer, experience 7 years under my belt, and I want to create stock videos for my video, but I don't want to use any stock video tool like that is currently online. I don't want to use any of those. I want to use something peculiar to the story, to the video script I'm using. At that River Jordan, where I need something peculiar, Google now has VO3. Google has VO3. VO3 does a lot of amazing things. VO3 can create context-specific African video with Africanness. I use that tool just for the task of my video, describing something in my video script that I can enjoy, that doesn't look forced, like it's an African American in the video. A second example I would give is still under marketing. I'm in the missions team. We need to do a week-long comic content idea, and I'm thinking, okay, where can I get this idea? Where can I get an AI tool that does comic? Then I go on Google, I say AI comic tool, and then it brings out a list of tools that have tools that generate comic using an artificial intelligence model. That's another specific task with a specific tool to address it. Another example I will use, I'm in Teens Nation. We have an event coming up, and they say, this event, we are going to be singing this list of songs. I need a tool that can separate the audio from the vocals, the instrumentals from the vocals so that I can rehearse with the teenagers with just the audio so that they are not distracted by the music, by the instrumental. By that point, I go on Google, do a search. It gives me an AI tool that addresses that specific need. That's why one thing I said was being intentional. You don't need to buy prompts. There are people that have spreadsheets of 2,000 prompts. There are people that have spreadsheets of, you name it, 10,000 prompts. It's a waste of energy because whatever those prompts are, they are not addressing you personally, what the needs are, what this contextual situation is. And that's why if you are growing up the ladder, gather more of these tools. Tomorrow, I don't need to search for a video tool. I know VO3 does it, so I just take advantage of it while creating my video content. I don't know if that helped me. Hello, ma. Can you still hear me? Am I audible? Yeah, I'm talking to myself.
Yes, you're audible, sir. You're audible. Very audible.
Okay. Ma, we're still waiting. I wanted to confirm from her if she heard.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
The network, yeah, I'm here. I'm very here. Okay, yes, thank you very, very much. Yes, you answered the question. So please, does anyone have any question before we bring this to a close? Anyone? Okay, I will take that as no, but we have some very great feedback. Thank you so much for the lectures. God bless you. I absolutely agree with you. And also, someone said, thank you, sir, for emphasizing about implicative information. Thank you. And someone said, thank you so much for the lectures. Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for joining us this month. Thank you. If you were here last week, where we talked about, digitalizing what you know, turning what you know into digital value. Thank you. I am here again for this edition. Thank you so much. We meet regarding again like this next month where we discuss another interesting topic. So thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. Thank you. The recording will be sent to the group so that we can go over it all over, for our own peruse. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.